In today's tutorial, we have its jollof time. So picking on this concept, we also want to create some, check what we have today. Since I'm using it for social media, 1920 by 1920 pixels work best for me. So 1920 by 1920 pixels. Yeah. So import your image. Now with this image, we have a deeper color shade here and then the lighter yellow. One thing that you can easily do is to hit on this icon here, and it is to hit on this just hit on this item. Today we are going to try one way of creating gradient backgrounds in an easy mode. So click on this and then hit on gradient. Now select the type of gradient that you want. So we would want the deeper shade, that's a golden yellow, and then over here we would want the lighter yellow. And so yeah, this is what we have. And the next thing to do is to hit on OK. So after hitting on OK, we come to style and then we say we want it to be radial. But as you can see, it is the darker part is in the middle and the lighter is on the outer. So what we are going to do is to come to reverse. So hit on reverse and this is what we have. So you can always align this to a particular portion, any angle at all that you want, and then hit on OK. So now let's check what we have here and then what. So I think we are still in line. Yeah, this is still working for us. The next thing we need would be this clock and the food. Go online, get a clock, import it. So we have this clock here. Let's see what we can do with this clock here. So with the clock imported, just hit on your quick selection tool and then say select subject. As simple as that. It's going to select the image for you, just the clock to work with. And we need this portion to be selected. I need you. Yes. So the selection is not too perfect, but we can still make use of this. So select and mask. Now let's see what we have over here. So okay, yeah. So now with my quick selection tool again, I can just select this. I can select this portion. Oops, it's not really working out for me. Just use the magnetic lasso tool and we are going to trace this portion off, and we are going to trim some portions off. Always make use of, try any possible way you can to this is all about photo manipulation. So anything that works best for you, and hit on delete, and what we have here is cool. Hit on delete, and this here is also cool. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, so hey, let me just tilt this a little. Now with this item created, the next thing I'm going to do is to create a circle that will be in the middle here for my food. So with this done, let's check what we need to do again. Let me just bring this up here. And so I need a food in it. Okay. So let me check for an image that I already have. So with this imported in there, let's see. I think today what I need is some protein. So I just import this and then drag this down here and then say create clipping mask. So I can choose to have all of this in here. So with all of this there, let me just paint, increase my opacity, paste this. And so yeah, at least we've been able to create something here. And so the whole concept is about how to make use of the clipping tool, mask tool. Let's try this blending options, and what I want to do is to work on the outer glow. So we are getting some white glow in there. So as you can see here, this is the glow that is happening in there. But you can choose to change it to a black and then see, oops, I think the white effect is way cool. And so yeah, what we have over here is okay. So maybe yeah, I need this logo, so I just copy and then hold the shift and alt key and it pastes it in place. So I can choose to change the size of my radius here and then make it 40. Okay, so now let's see what we need to do again. So I think one of the major things that is really not happening is that we are taking most of our meals without protein. So even though they have its jollof time, so yeah, let me also make it its protein time. change this to 60 also. Yeah. So let's see what we have for this. So they are all aligning to now. The next that we need to do is to have the various elements at the bottom. So the delivery terms and so we have we created the same thing for this. So all I need to do is to select all of this as well as this item up here and drag them in here. So if I want to drop it, all I need to do is to hold a shift and alt key, and it's going to paste all of them in place, the same spots. And so this is what we have. Now let me deactivate this image here, and we have everything in place. So in the previous image that we are making use of, there's a background with the other elements in there. So let me just bring this in here a little and say, okay, I want this. So send this down and have it a little above this. Okay. So I believe, yeah, what we are still getting with this is still good. So I can change this item here to white. And have a blending option. So what I want to do is to drop shadows for this element here. So change the spread. We want to change the direction. And so with what we have been able to create so far, all I need to do is to copy this layer. So right click and go to copy layer style, and for protein and time we are going to paste the layer style onto them. So it's protein time, and I think what we have been able to create so far is perfect. This is cool to go with. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think we can do to make this also look great? Between the white and the darker shade, which one do you think will be appropriate? So let me see. I changed this to a green, and then deactivate all of the drop shadows. Between this white, this green, and then the previous white, which do you think is much appropriate? Just drop it in my comment section and I will attend to you. So let me change the fill color to this. The terms and conditions to, let me change it to that. So yeah, what else do we need? We need this stroke. So with this stroke, what I can do is to use the pen tool, click on this, and then click on the bottom here, and then draw that. So after drawing it, I'll change the fill to a none, and then give it a stroke of white. Stroke of white, and say 5. Let's see if we were able to do something. Were we able to achieve something there? So let me increase this to about a 20. 20 is too much, so a 15 should work. And then we come we select on this item here, that's the stroke options. So what we are going to say is we want the caps to be rounded. So if you zoom in, you will see that the ends are rounded. So we need another one here. So activate the pen tool again and draw. We can either duplicate that, but all I want to do is to draw it. So after drawing, just hit on enter. So select the first shape that we created, go to copy shape attributes. After copying it, come to the second shape and then right click and say paste shape attribute, and it's going to paste it in place. So the next thing that we want to do is to create these two. Click and draw, hit on enter, click and draw, hit on enter, and that's it. So shape 3, shape 4, select all of them and then right click and say paste shape attributes. So looks like the thickness needs to be reduced, so activate this shape tool here. After clicking on it, yeah. So just come to this and say 10, and so let's copy this and have this on 10. Yeah, we need some vegetables to drop on it, but we don't have any of them. So yes, what we have been able to create so far, I think if you have been able to follow through to this point, congratulations to you. So select these two shapes and bring them down here. And yeah, it's protein time. Yeah, and so this is the end of my tutorial. It's protein time. If you like this tutorial, just hit on the like button. If you have any comments at all, just drop it in the comment section. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and always click on the bell button so that you'll be able to see any video at all that I post. Anytime I post a new video, you'll be able to see it. Thank you very much.